Welcome in Gold Standard Basketball to Otters Arena in Oakland, California, where the Ohio Shaman come in to take on the Oakland Otters. In the booth tonight, it's your boy Aaron Hughes. Got Rylock here with me in the nightcap. How are you doing tonight, Rylock?
Excited to see some more GSB action. These are two teams that are close to my heart, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one plays out.
Yeah, Oakland coming off a big overtime win last week against Vegas. Ohio looking to get their first win in their franchise history tonight. They lost to Portland last week. Any notes that you have about this particular contest as we get set to get tip-off underway?
Well, we know that the Otters are definitely a defensive establishment, but I know Ohio is working hard to try and turn this one around for sure.
Yeah, Oakland off the back of league leaders Anthony Stake in points and Gleasack in rebounds. Ohio, though, got some pretty decent scores themselves. His first shot there for Ohio, no good. Rebounded by Tribble, who goes up with the putback. Good defense, but he gets his own putback and slams it home over Gleesack.
Yeah, definitely trying to assert dominance here right off the bat.
Yeah, Tribble working on asserting dominance early. We talk about league leaders, of course, Stank and Gleesack over for the Otters. Ohio got a couple of leaders themselves. Bailey tied for second in assists, also tied for third in steals per game with Mashera. That was Anthony Stank getting the first bucket tonight for Oakland. And then Tribble and Bear as well for Ohio, tied for third in blocks per game. This is Scout Mitchell here getting the start tonight for Ohio. Over to Joey Phillips. Good takeaway there. Didn't get a look at the number. Here's Freeman with the layup in transition.
Stank poked that one away, and Freeman then just went right in transition. Huge play there by Oakland.
Definitely agree with you there. Huxley with it now. Phillips on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Here's Jerry Philbin with it now for the Shaman. A lot of small ball movements here for Ohio. Here's Scout Mitchell from the elbow, gets that to fall.
Found his place, just took his shot. Great look there.
Definitely. Here's Freeman gonna stop and pop, knocks that down for a deep two.
Would have liked to have seen him stop just a little bit further, get that extra point, but huge take there by Freeman.
Phillips with it now for Ohio, poked away by Stank again, and they are going to call it last touched by Phillips, so Oakland going to get possession here on a key turnover. Here's Munoz. Now Freeman again working on Scout Mitchell. Finds Gleesack, now Stank. Off-ball movement, screen here. Freeman gonna launch up a triple splash, baby!
Can't leave him that wide open. He's gonna hurt you every time.
Yeah, Freeman right now on fire here for Oakland. Here's Mitchell, finds Phillips for three. No good on that one. Jason Board with the rebound for Oakland. Gets it to Munoz. And here's Munoz going to take a drive. Can't get the bucket to go, but Joey Phillips going to get called for his first shooting foul of the night.
Definitely a good close there by Phillips. Otherwise, that was easy bucket.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. Kind of no choice by Phillips there but to foul. Actually had a bit of a foul scare in the last game against Portland. I believe he had 5 in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up one here early. Munoz knocks down the first. Pushes Oakland up to a 6-point lead with 6-point lead, with 7 minutes 14 seconds to go here in the first.
This is a surprisingly offensive performance for this Oakland squad.
Yeah, Munoz knocks down both, so a much better start for him from the stripe compared to last week. He was 50% from the line. Here's Phillips back to Huxley. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell gonna fire one up for 3. Splash! Baby! Scout Mitchell.
Good job getting open off that screen, and he had all the time in the world to get that shot in.
Gleesack now over to Stank. Now Munoz to Freeman. Nice off-ball movement here by Oakland. Stank gonna get a little hesitation. Here's Freeman for 3. Splash, baby! Ohio gonna call a timeout after that deep 3 ball.
Yeah, just they're leaving Freeman wide open, and he's draining those like nobody's business. Where's Scout Mitchell on this defense?
Non-existent, as Freeman is absolutely on fuego right now for the Oakland Otters. Huxley going to bring it up now for Ohio, down by 7. Here's Phillips, working on Stank. Dribble now to Mitchell. Mitchell going to look to drive here, going to fire it up from the charity stripe, gets that to fall. Mitchell's got 7. Here's Gleesack now. Fires it across.
What Oakland is doing, letting Gleesack have the ball at the stripe.
I don't know, but Freeman launches up another 3, knocks it down, splash, baby!
And like most of those have been dimes from Stank, as was pointed out in the chat.
Yeah, great unselfish play here. Oakland very much, a fan of feeding the hot man. Here's Tribble going to look to put one up over Gleesack in the post, no good. Freeman going to bring it up now in transition, finds Stank. Stank going to drive on Scout Mitchell, going to try and fire it up. Can't get it to go. Mitchell, though, going to pick up his first shooting foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
Stank's Iron Man suit is almost complete here.
Indeed. And I really like the color combination of uniforms that we have here tonight for these two teams. This home uniform for Oakland it just meshes so well together, and the Shaman's contrast against it so well, despite having a slightly similar colors.
Yeah, the turquoise is definitely a good pop.
And Stank goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, no longer perfect on the season. Here's Scout Mitchell. Tries to find someone down low. Nice steal there by Stank. Here's Jason Bourne now going to fire it up over 2 defenders. No good. Gleesack, though, with the board and the putback. Oakland up by 11, 5:13 to go. Here's Huxley with it now. Gonna catch a screen, gonna look to drive. Find Scout Mitchell with a nice put through.
Number 99.
This has been a big fight here. Right now, it's just a matter of can Ohio get all of this working as they expect it to.
Yeah, Stank with it now. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna try and drive. Joey Phillips going to take the charge, though. Now we're going to see
that very often.
Yes, now we're going to see E.J. Bailey and Elias Mashera come on for Oakland, for Ohio, rather. Oakland making a couple subs as well. This is Bailey going to find, finds Jerry Philbin. Monty Clark going to get called for the foul there.
Monty wasn't even moving. I don't know what that foul was.
Listen, sometimes these refs see things, I swear. Clark checking in for Jason Bourne, by the way. Philbin going to look to complete a 3-point play here. Didn't make a free throw in that last game against Portland. Makes one here, though. Here's Storm now to odd enough. So I believe this is the almost full bench unit in for Oakland. Here's Jabroni, finds Storm. Now Freeman, the only starter still on the court. Here's odd enough, gonna fire up a 3, splash, baby! And Oakland still on fire from beyond the arc. Ohio gonna be forced to call a timeout here.
This is not what we normally expect from this Otter squad, just killing it from the 3-point line.
Yeah, played much more conservative, much more defensive in that matchup last week against Vegas, but against the Shaman team, they're just coming up here to light up the scoreboard. Here's Mashera now for Ohio. Down to Bailey. Now Tribble. Working on Storm. Gonna find it to Mashera. Looked like he was gonna put it up, doesn't do so. Can't get the bucket to go in the post. Freeman comes down with it for Oakland. Gonna push the tempo in transition. Gonna pull back now. Here's Jabroni. On the wing, finds Nuff. Gonna catch a screen from Storm. Here's Freeman, fires it. Here's Jabroni from the wing. Can't get that to go. Triple down with the board for Ohio.
Still a scary look there.
Yeah, Mitchell almost gets that tipped away by Jabroni. Able to pick it up, though. Mitchell's just going to fire a shot from deep. Can't get it to go. Storm with the board. Jabroni, what a move through Mashera. Can't get it to finish. Gets his own board, though. Can't get the putback. Dribble up with the defensive board for Ohio.
It was a heck of a move there by Jabroni. Just wasn't able to get it to go.
And Mitchell going to have to force that one through Javad. Storm, who gets called for a shooting foul there. So Mitchell going to make a return to the line here.
For the away team, Mitchell.
3 minutes, 11 seconds here. As the Fairfax, Virginia native knocks down the first. This is Bear Johnson coming on for Ohio, as well as Appleby Evans. Black Dynamite going to check in now for Oakland as well. Freeman finally getting a rest. Scout Mitchell splits the pair. Storm up with the board for Oakland. Here's Dynamite now. And can't get that to go over Mashera. That was odd enough on that shot. Mashera going to fire it to Dynamite from the wing. No good. Monty Clark with the board. Now
Those
Jabroni.
are some loud shoes on Black Dynamite.
Drive from Jabroni gets knocked away. Dynamite trying to blind people with the bling. Here's odd enough from the wing. Storm comes over for the screen. Odd enough going to take a drive. Going to fire it up over two defenders. Gets that swatted away. EJ Bailey comes down with it for the Shaman. He's working on Javad. Storm's going to use his speed to drive. Fires it up. Nice move there by EJ Bailey. Cuts the lead to 6.
Also, we've got Kyler in the chat. Welcome back, my guy. Thank you for the compliment.
Here's Dynamite with it. Now finds odd enough. Going to fire up a 3. Too strong off the back of the rim. Evans comes down with the board. Oakland now on a shooting drought. Here's Scott Mitchell. Knocks down the 3. Splash. Baby.
We've had some really funny minutes here in these first 2 games this week. Scout Mitchell is still in on this one.
Yeah, here's Monty Clark. Not going to take the open 3. Instead finds Jabroni. Not a lot of time left on the shot clock. Just 5 seconds here. Jabroni going to get that stolen away by Elias Mashera. Substitution prepared for the Shaman at next dead ball. Mashera finds EJ Bailey. Bailey now over to Mitchell. To Bear Johnson. Back to Mashera. Appleby Evans going to go for the screen. Mashera with a fadeaway. Can't get that to go. Appleby Evans, though, with a nice putback. Almost rattles in and out, but gets it to fall regardless. 1:08 here to go. Oakland with a 1-point lead.
There's been a lot of momentum here from this bench squad for the Shaman for sure.
Yeah, Dynamite on the wing gets it poked away by Scout Mitchell. Here's Mashera now to Bailey. Back to Mashera. To Johnson on the opposite wing. Gets it down to Appleby Evans in the post, working on Monty Clark. And Evans gets the spin move in the post to go. The Shaman now take their first lead of the contest. Hot enough, going to fire it up from mid-range, and just like that, the Otters take the lead right back. 15-5 run for the Shaman the past 4.5 minutes. 30 seconds left to go here in the first. Here's Mashera on the wing. Jay Bailey going to pull it out now for Ohio. Ooh, and what a move. What addition to... I believe that was Mashera, actually. Great off-ball movement by the Shaman.
Yeah, lots of
Jabroni with it
there.
now. The Dynamite working on Mitchell. Nice spin move there. Not able to get through Scout Mitchell. Going to try and pull it up over him anyways. Can't get it to go. And this shot from Mitchell going to end the first quarter. That shot airballed. Ohio Shaman 26. Oakland Otters 25. Gold Standard Basketball. We'll be right back live on Twitch. Hot start to this one for both sides. We likely won't see Scout Mitchell at all in this quarter, considering he played the entirety of the first. Hot start for Oakland. Pretty tempered, though, by this bench unit for Ohio. Anything really sticking out to you so far, Rylock?
I mean, again, it's the starters that really shone for Oakland. They need to get this bench unit to gel a little better. We might see some more Scout Mitchell. Carr had a ton of minutes. He ended up playing a full 30 in the last game, which looked very similar to what Scout was pulling here.
Yeah, Mitchell is still out there. Here's Jabroni on the wing. Gonna look to drive through. Joey Phillips gets it stripped away, though. Here's Mitchell in transition. Pops up the mid-range, gets to fall. Seeing Muddy Blunts for the first time for Ohio tonight. And Jabroni gets that tipped away by Phillips again.
Dribbled it off.
Phillips finds Mitchell on the wing, can't get it to go. Rebound by Jason Bourne. Here's Odd Enough in the corner, working on Muddy Blunts. Finds Black Dynamite, got to fire up a tray. Too strong there, brought down by Appleby Evans.
Nobody even there for Oakland to rebound with that.
Here's Mitchell with it now. Finds Johnson over to Phillips on the opposite wing. Gonna get stolen away by Odd Enough this time. And ball kicked by Appleby Evans. Who we see gets a block there on a previous possession. Yeah, I believe that's the first kicked ball we've had in GSB history, at least to my knowledge. A couple substitutions on now for the Shaman. Scout Mitchell finally going to take a seat. Here's Jabroni now over to Dynamite. Back to Brony. Like there was going to be a pick from Storm. Here's Jabroni, fires up a deep shot. Can't get it to go. Evans down with the board. 8:30 left to go here in the second. Here's EJ Bailey on Odd Enough. Now Bear Johnson. Back to Bailey. Here's a screen from Evans. That one stolen away by Jason Bourne. Good transition defense, though, by the Shaman. Here's Nuff. Now they have a mismatch somewhere. Storm with it now, going to drive on Appleby Evans. Gets that tipped away and stolen by aforementioned Evans. Here's Mashera. What a move. Can't get it to finish, though, because of the shooting foul by Black Dynamite. So Elias Mashera, the Spaniard, to the line now for two.
Oakland needs to figure out what's going on with their offense here. This bench unit just doesn't seem to have it. Not the same spark that the starters had at all.
Yeah, bench unit for the Otters really not clicking to the same level their starters were. First shot no good for Mashera. Mitchell going to come back on now. In place of Appleby Evans. And Mashera going to move to the
floor is interesting.
I mean, he does kind of have the height to play there. He's, 6'9", so just a couple inches shorter than both Jerry Philbin and Appleby Evans, the natural power forwards for the Shaman team. As here's Jabroni for a deep three, no good. And that one just going to fly straight out of bounds off of the miss. So Ohio going to maintain possession here, up by 3. 7:43 to go here in the second quarter. This is EJ Bailey with it now. Working on Jabroni. Almost gets it poked away by Jabroni. Mitchell comes up with Blunts now down to Mashera. Mashera to Mitchell. Going to look to drive through. And Jabroni can't get the first shot to go, but gets his own rebound and the offensive board. Mitchell's got 17 tonight.
It's a very, very hot start.
The Otters going to call a timeout now to talk things over. They're down by 5 at the moment.
I mean, you have to be wondering just how much they're going to lean on the starters here. Are we going to see any of those folks come back in? We see a couple of them. Gleesak's back.
Yeah, Gleesak, Freeman back in there as well. So is Stank. What a dish from Freeman to Gleesak. That's one way to shift the momentum in a hurry.
We're looking at GSB's first bounty scandal. Coach KT is offering a cookie for whoever takes Scout out.
As Scout Mitchell knocks down the 3 from deep. Splash, Bay for Scout Mitchell. Jabroni almost gets that stolen away by EJ Bailey. Now Stank with it. Gonna get a screen here from Gleesak. Trying to work through. Gleesak goes up and gets the bucket and the foul on Bear Johnson. Dan Gleesak coming up strong here for Oakland.
First personal foul First team foul.
Lisak has one of the fun lines in this one. Whether or not he'll end up with a double-double, looking like he will.
Yeah, although Huxley going to come on now in place of Buddy Blunts. The only substitution for this, and one attempt by Gleesack, who's able to knock it down. So lead back down to 3 in favor of the Shaman. Here's Huxley. Over to Mitchell, who has 20 so far tonight. Now Philbin with it. Back to Huxley. Gets a screen from Johnson. And Gleesack going to get called for a reach-in. Going to reset the shot clock to 14 seconds, but really a great foul there.
Yeah.
Gleesack, because otherwise Huxley had a absolute highway to the rim.
Yeah, that was an amazing foul. Just flagrant as heck.
Here's Scout Mitchell from the wing. Bang, bang, bang. Scout Mitchell on fire tonight. He's got 23.
Yeah, this has been the Scout show. As you can tell, he's got almost like more than 2/3 of their points by himself.
Here's Stank. Fires up a deep 2. Gets that to fall. Stank's got
With
5.
all the work that was, wish he had his feet just that little bit further back.
Always and forever. Here's EJ Bailey going to fire up a deep 2 in response. That one doinks off the front of the rim. Jabroni up with the board. Finds Freeman in transition. Thought he was going to fire up the 3. Instead drives in and gets it out to Stank now. 10 seconds left. Here's Jabroni. Now Jason Bourne back to Stank. Gets the screen. Going to drive in. Finds Gleesack. Gleesack going to fire it up for deep from 2. Gets that to fall.
Oh man, again, if you're gonna have it just on the line, step the heck out.
Gleesack on that one was actually a bit forward from the line, but showing that Gleesack got a bit of a mid-range presence as well. Here's EJ Bailey working on Stank. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Huxley from deep mid-range. Gets that to drop. 4-point lead for the Shaman. 4:48 left to go.
Good job by Hux there to get open in space. Lost his man entirely with the cut.
And Oakland going to call a timeout here. I would imagine we're going to see the likes of Munoz and Monty Clark potentially come on now for the Otters.
We shall see.
Gleesack on the inbound. Tribble back out there now for the Shaman. Here's Freeman on Scout Mitchell. Gets it poked away and stolen by Philbin. Here's Scout Mitchell on the drive. Can't get it to go over Monty Clark, who has to foul Mitchell there.
At the line for the away team. Mitchell taking 2 shots.
Mitchell going to return to the line here for the Shaman. Was a 75% free throw shooter. In that loss to Portland.
I'm just left wondering what's going to happen if Scout gets cold at this point. Right now, Ohio seems to only be Scout Mitchell.
Yeah, definitely got the right of that. I imagine Oakland at the half probably going to make some adjustments to try and cool Scout Mitchell off. Of course, halftime might do that in and of itself, but Mitchell right now just on fuego. Misses the second free throw. I believe he's at 24 tonight. Here's Stank. Finds Freeman. Gonna spin through Philbin. Gonna fire it up from the elbow. Gets that to drop over Scout Mitchell. Freeman's got 15.
I mean, 15 is still a hell of a game, too. Like, this is huge just for both sides.
Yeah, here's Huxley over to Mitchell, working on Freeman. Tribble looks like he might want to set a screen here, as that is Joey Phillips over Anthony Stank.
Just had absolutely no time to react to that one.
Yeah, Munoz over to Freeman, to Monty Clark. Now Stank from the wing, working on Phillips. Finds Freeman wide open for 3. Splash, baby! Freeman with 18 now.
Yeah, this has been the battle of the 3 both ways.
2-point lead here for the Shaman. Huxley with it now. Working on Munoz. Gonna get a screen and going to fire it up, no good. This is Tribble down with it, finds Scout Mitchell. Now Joey Phillips on Stank. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Philbin. And Monty Clark going to get called for the reach in. That absolutely disastrous for Oakland.
If it had been a steal or if he had managed to get a hand on it, but the reach-in is just terrible there.
As Scout Mitchell finally going to take a break on the bench now as Mashera and Evans come in. This is Joey Phillips on Freeman. 6 seconds on the shot clock here. Great defense so far from Freeman. And Oakland going to get called for an offensive 3-second violation. Appleby Evans not able to get out of the key in time. So a costly turnover despite the foul by Monty Clark. Here's Munoz now for Oakland. Finds a cutting Freeman. Cuts through Mashera. Gets an athletic one-handed fadeaway. Can't get it to drop. But Mashera going to get called for a shooting foul. So Freeman going to look to go to the line for 2 here. Try to tie this game up.
Freeman is also just absolutely having a career game for this one, which it's the second game, so it's not hard, but it's been a huge performance.
Yeah, the hot shooters for both sides currently responsible for just about half of the points scored tonight, and fittingly enough, half for both their teams. First free throw no good as that doinks off the front of the rim. Freeman was perfect coming into this one. That no longer the case after that doink. As Freeman doinks the second. So turns out a smart foul there. Definitely. Again, he was perfect in that game against Vegas, but 0 for 2 on that particular possession. This is Mashera to Huxley. Going to catch a screen from Tribble on Munoz. Going to look to drive in. Finds Phillips for 3. Can't get that to go. That was Freeman coming up with the board for Oakland. Look to work on Appleby Evans here, and Evans going to poke that away from Freeman, so ball security, something that Freeman may want to work on as well. This is Phillips over to Huxley.
Really, really physical D. Like, both sides really aggressive with the defense.
Yeah, Huxley fires that one out from the elbow, no good. Gleasack down with it to Munoz. 2 minutes left to go here in the first. Oakland down by 2. Here's Gleasack to Stank, working on Phillips. Now Gleasack going to take a bit of a drive here through Evans. Gets that poked away. Evans with another big steal. Here's Huxley wide open in transition and slams it home for the Shaman.
Yeah, right now it's just not clicking for Oakland here. They've had opportunities. They haven't been able to convert on them.
Yeah, here's Munoz now to Gleasack on Tribble. And Gleasack going to try to put one up. Can't get it to go. Tribble called for the shooting foul there. So Gleasack going to see his first trip to a charity stripe.
I think this is
7
his
foot. It might be. Oh, no, you're right. It is his second. Gleasack, the American from parts unknown. Literally. All we know is he's American.
That sounds like something Gleasack would do.
As Gleasack misses the first, Black Dynamite and Javad Storm going to come on in place of Monty Clark and goodness, I didn't see who the other one was. It was Freeman? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Freeman's really kind of cooled off
minutes
here. Yeah, he's really cooled off as well. So Gleasack going to split the pair. Oakland down by 3. Huxley with it now for the Shaman to Mashera. Back to Huxley. Mashera showing his flexibility in this game. Phillips with it now. Finds Evans, going to look to drive through Stank and Storm, but ends up getting absolutely thrown down by Javad Storm.
Yep.
Listen, if Storm's not careful, he's going to get some complaints to the front the front office of the league for how aggressive his play has been in these first 2 games. First one, no good there from Appleby Evans, as Clark going to come on now for Gleesack, and odd enough going to replace Anthony Stank. As Evans splits the pair. So minute 13 left to go in the second quarter. Ohio up by 4. Here's odd enough for 3. Splash! Bay, odd enough. Cuts the lead to 1 now. Huxley with it now for the Shaman. It's a screen from Elias Mashera. And Huxley going to fire it up from mid-range, gets that to fall. Even efficiency-wise for both squads. Here's Black Dynamite on Mashera. To Monty Clark, now odd enough. Enough going to find Munoz on a nice cut down low, gets that to fall over Huxley. 3 seconds now separate shot clock and game clock. Shaman up by 1. Here's Tribble. Now Phillips on the wing to Huxley. Thought he was going to get a screen from Evans. Instead, just going to pass it to him on the opposite side. Here's Appleby Evans on a drive. Gets fouled by Javon Storm, who picks up his 3rd.
Apologies. Had a brief interruption there at the door, but I am back to help out again.
It is all good. You didn't miss a super whole lot. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, Appleby Evans getting fouled is always a fun one. Bad blood there between him and Monty Clark.
Yeah, definitely, though that was Storm that fouled him this time.
I mean, taking a hit for your teammate.
Fair. That does put Storm up to his 3rd foul, though. As Evans doinks it, so 10 seconds left here. Oakland with a chance to tie it up before half. This is Munoz. Finds Dynamite, back to Munoz. Munoz going to have to fire this up. Contested 3 is no good. So at the half, Ohio Shaman 47, Oakland Otters 45. At the half, Rylock going to break this contest down for us. Don't go anywhere. GSB live on Twitch. We'll be right back. We hit halftime here in Oakland, California. Rylock, what you think about this one so far between the Shaman and Otters?
It has been a really good showing by the Shaman coming back in this one. They started off a little slow, but Scout Mitchell has just been going absolutely wild. We'll see if he's used all of it in the first and fades into obscurity, or if they continue going to him. Oakland's starting unit looked really good on the first rotation, but they haven't really clicked as well since. It's been a good showing, but it looks like they're trying some new things, and they'll have some definite adjustments. Tons
to
of
highlight
assists,
players.
lots of steals, huge.
Yeah, 2 highlight players here for each squad. Scout Mitchell with 24. Derek Freeman with 18. So the 2 small forwards, the starting small forwards for each side, really just kind of throwing up everything and getting it to fall like it's no tomorrow.
We'll see if they're able to continue it, though. Again, it's hard to keep that kind of pace.
Yes, start of the 3rd quarter here. Oakland going to start with possession. Munoz bringing it up now for the Otters. Over to Anthony Stank, who's out there with Freeman, Lisak, and Bourne, as Aldo Huxley going to get called for the shooting foul on Munoz, who almost got that to fall, but will instead go to the line for 2 here.
At the line for your home team.
Probably was a good foul, because I think that without it, it probably went in.
Definitely agree with you there.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one no good there for Munoz. As Munoz from Valencia goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Huxley with it now for the Shaman, over to Joey Phillips, who's out there with Appleby Evans, Jerry Philbin, and Jordan Tribble. Bit of a bigger lineup here for the Shaman to start the half. Here's Tribble to Huxley. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Huxley finds his way around Munoz. Can't get the shot to go, though. Pulled down by Gleesack. Stank going to bring it up in transition for the Otters. What a move there by Javier Munoz as Oakland finally regains the lead.
Absolutely lost Hux on that one. Just a great move.
Here's Evans with it now on Freeman. Now Tribble to Joey Phillips.
Thank you to the folks who have donated bits here. We've got a bunch from Nick Nohans and one from Mr. Gleesack himself.
Jason Bourne gets the rebound after that shot by Jerry Philbin. Can't fall. Bourne going to fire it up from deep mid-range, gets it to go. So Oakland now find themselves with a 3-point lead.
And
Bourne with his first bucket of the night. Here's Philbin now with a nice spin through Jason Bourne. Can't get the shot to fall, though. Gleesack picks up another board. Now Munoz finds Anthony Stank. Going to try and drive through Philbin. Bucket in the foul.
Oh, that was big by Stank.
And Anthony Stank, the leading scorer in the league after that Week 1 win over the Otters. As we're going to see Scout Mitchell finally make a return to the court here in the second half. As Stank knocks down the free throw to complete the 3-point play. This is E.J. Bailey now for the Shaman. To Phillips on Stank. Now Mitchell. Mitchell drives through Freeman. Nice handles there as Tribble shot gets blocked by Gleesack. Freeman pulls it down. Now Stank from the wing for 3. Can't get it to fall. Nice putback, though, by Javier Munoz.
That was absolutely filthy there by Munoz.
Shaman going to call a timeout now, down by 8. The Otters on an 8-0 run since the start of this third quarter. 7:53 left to go here now.
Shout out to both Grizz and Mr. Gleesack for the bidding where we've got going on being number 3 in the bits chart here.
Here's Philbin with it now over to Mitchell. Finds Phillips on the wing, and now E.J. Bailey. Here's Tribble, bit too deep for him, I think. This is Philbin now, gonna try and bully through Jason Bourne. Can't get the post move to go, does pick up his own board. Some great defense, though, by Jason Bourne means the second chance is no good. Now here's Stank on the wing on Phillips.
I think I'm left wondering if Oakland has enough stamina. Maybe they just got gassed at the end of the quarter.
That's possible. What a cut through by Javier Munoz. And a nice dime by Anthony Stank. Oakland's up by 10 now. Here's Scout Mitchell. Had a bit of an opening. Finds Phillips. Good chase down there by Stank. Now E.J. Bailey. Little 1-2 between him and Phillips. 7 seconds left on the shot clock here. Here's Mitchell. Going to fire it up for 3. Splash, baby! Scout Mitchell still hot here tonight. He's got 27.
Freeman wasn't able to get anywhere near him there off that screen.
Yep, here is Freeman now to Stank. Now Munoz. Fires it to Freeman, who's going to fire up a 3 of his own. Can't get it to go, but what a nice rebound by Dan Gleesack, who puts it back. Gleesack's got 12 tonight.
Gleesack is probably going to make the over on that double-double.
Here's Scout Mitchell now going to fire it up. Fadeaway 3 is no good. Gleesack comes down with the board over to Shaman. Here's Stank in transition. Working on E.J. Bailey. Manages to drive inside, gets it up through Bailey, but can't get the shot to fall, so Anthony Stank back to the line for 2.
At the line for your home team, number 30.
Again, Stank showing surprising aggression for a player mostly known for his defense.
Yeah, I think Anthony Stank, between preseason and that first matchup against Vegas, kind of had like a mentality switch go off in his brain.
Up? Yeah,
because Stank's been super offensive focused, both in that game against Vegas and here against the Shaman. Though has definitely played a bit more playmaker in this one here for the Otters.
He's got a ton of assists already.
Yeah, for sure. Stank only had 1 assist last week against Vegas. Has at least tripled, if not quadrupled, that number tonight.
I think it might even be more than that.
Yeah, I think so. Here's Joey Phillips going to look to get a reverse through Anthony Stank. Instead, that shot gets shotted away. Shot away as Stank going to slap the arm of Phillips, who will go to the line for 2.
Phillips taking 2 shots.
Listen, KT, I don't know how else to describe this like philosophy change that Anthony Stank has gone through. All right. Like, Stank was hyper defensive focused in preseason and in the prospect games, but now it's just become this offensive powerhouse, the likes of which nobody expected. As Phillips knocks down the first, lead still in double digits at the moment for the Otters. 5:53 left to go here in the third quarter.
Joey Phillips is another one in the too many shoulders category.
You can say that about a lot of players in this league. Let's be real.
Do.
Let's be real.
I do.
As
But also,
second one, no good there for Phillips.
I continue to mean it. There are a lot of people who need to work on that.
Here's Stank from the corner, can't get the 3 to drop. Scout Mitchell comes down with the board. This is EJ Bailey working on Munoz. To Jerry Philbin, guarded by Gleasack, who pokes it away. And that one gonna get poked out of bounds by Gleasack, who almost was able to get that through both Mitchell and Philbin. As Mashera gonna come on now for Oakland, or for Ohio rather. Mitchell gonna move to the shooting guard position.
Shout out to Glass for the 300 bits, taking the number 1 spot and making that bidding war for the 3 entirely useless.
I mean, it's still manageable. It's only 22. That's EJ Bailey, gets that blocked away by Gleasack. This is Black Dynamite with it now to Munoz. The screen from Gleasack finds Jabroni in the corner. Splash, baby! Jabroni knocking down 3s now, 2 for Oakland. 13-point lead.
And there's Gleasack coming back, taking it back. 25 bits today. Thank you, Dan.
And Jabroni going to get called for a reach in on Scout Mitchell on the other side. As Muddy Blunts and Aldo Huxley going to come on now. Mitchell and Mashera are going to move down to the 3 and 4 respectively. We see a strip there by Appleby Evans earlier on Dan Gleasack. Get a look at Appleby Evans on the bench. This is Mitchell going to put it in now for Mashera. Shout out Smooth Grizzly for that 26 bits. Retaking that number 3 Scott. Scout Mitchell with a nice drive through multiple Oakland defenders. Mitchell's got 29 tonight.
That is going to be the scoring record for a while.
Yeah, Freeman's still with 18 tonight. Still a quarter left to go. This is Jabroni. Fires it down to Jason Bourne. Now Jabroni fires up the 3 from the wing. Bit too strong there. Scout Mitchell down with the board. As the bidding war continues between Grizzly and Gleasack, as a nice dish from Mitchell to Mashera doesn't fall. This is Javad Storm with a nice dunk through 2 Shaman defenders.
was a great set of ball movement there by the Otters.
Yep, Bear Johnson now to Aldo Huxley on Munoz. Back to Johnson. Finds Blunts. Gets that stolen away by Jabroni, who hesitates a little bit in transition. Going to pull it back here. Going to look to drive on Muddy Blunts is Brony. Now Black Dynamite gets a screen deep from Jason Bourne. And what a nice little finger roll drive there from Black Dynamite.
Yeah, it was a great move.
As we see the Shaman very, very cold so far in this third quarter. Only shooting 18%. Here's Scout Mitchell for a deep three. No good. Pulled down by Jason Bourne.
That one wasn't even off the rim.
As this is a drive by Jabroni. Can't get that through Blunts or Johnson. Huxley bringing it up in transition. Finds Mashera. Nice contest, though, by Javad Storm. Here's Jabroni with it. Now that three was his first points of the game, by the way. Gets two more with that little move over Muddy Blunts. Lead now up to 17 in favor of Oakland.
This has been just a huge run for Oakland.
Indeed, like a 20-5 run. Or, like a 25-5 run here for Oakland, as Huxley with some nice ball movement with his hands there. Can't get the shot to fall, though. Here's Javad Storm. Now Black Dynamite to Munoz in the high wing. Gonna get a reach-in called on Aldo Huxley, as Munoz gonna check out now for odd enough. As Mashera and Mitchell gonna switch the 3 and 4, which is an interesting decision.
Yeah, having Scout at the 4 seems like an odd choice.
Yeah, that will put Jason Bourne on Mitchell now, so it could be a change in favor of Oakland, who are already up by 17. Here's Black Dynamite for 3. Can't get that to drop Bear Johnson up with the board. Here's Mashera going to look to drive through Black Dynamite. Dynamite going to be forced to foul Mashera, though. So the Spaniard going to head to the line for 2 shots.
I think both of our Spaniards are in this game, if I'm not mistaken, Munoz and Mashera.
That is correct. They were sharing the court for a moment until that last dead ball. So it looks like Appleby Evans going to come on for the Shaman after that free throw made by Mashera. As Huxley going to come off now. So it'll be Blunts, Mashera, Mitchell, Evans, and Johnson, as Monty Clark comes on for Oakland, and Jabroni and odd enough going to flip the 1 and 2.
Ohio's rotations have been a lot
odd.
In this game.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
This is odd enough with it now. Working on Scout Mitchell. Now Jabroni. They have a mismatch somewhere as Jabroni's on Bear Johnson, as Monty Clark going to get called for an illegal screen on Bear Johnson, who falls to the floor.
If Monty had just kept those feet still, that would have been an easy bucket.
Yeah, Huxley going to come back on now for Scout Mitchell, who immediately takes possession here for the Shaman. Nice moves there by Huxley, who tries to get that through Jabroni, who gets called for a shooting foul there. So Huxley going to take another trip to the charity stripe tonight.
Number 99, taking 2 shots.
Minute 25 left to go here. Shaman in the bonus now, down by 16. Huxley knocks down the first. The Englishman from London here for the Shaman. Had 7 points in that loss to Portland. As Huxley goes perfect on that trip to the line. Down 14. Minute 20 left to go here in the third. Black Dynamite on the wing. Little 1-2 with Jabroni. Dynamite gonna find odd enough, gonna fire it up from the corner. Can't get that 3 to fall. Appleby Evans with the board to Muddy Blunts. Blunts with some nice moves, gets it in deep, can't find the shot though. Here's Bear Johnson gonna fire it through, little up and under Javad Storm there.
Yeah, it was a great take by Bear Johnson for sure.
Cuts the lead to 12. Storm with it now to odd enough. Now Jabroni on Huxley. They get a screen from Monty Clark. Opts not to take it. Here's Black Dynamite for 3. Can't get that to fall.
Been a lot of threes from Oakland, and they haven't been falling. It looks like they lost that that momentum.
Yeah, here's Evans, now Muddy Blunts. Working on odd enough. Here's Mashera off the screen. Can't get that 3 to fall either. Javad Storm finally comes down with the rebound. Odd enough, gonna pull it back, get it to Jabroni. What a drive by Jabroni, has to get fouled by Huxley.
Third personal foul. Fifth.
Been a lot of fouls this quarter for sure. Both
Yeah, a
sides
lot
the
of
bonus.
both teams now in the bonus. I believe that means 6 team fouls a piece at least for both sides in this quarter.
I think it might be
12.6,
5, yeah.
5 or 6, something like that. 12.6 left to go in this third quarter. First one way off there for Jabroni, as this is Jordan Tribble on now for Ohio, as well as one other, but I didn't see the number. I believe it was Philbin.
Phillips, I think.
Oh, it might have been Phillips. In fact, it was Phillips. I'm just blind. Blunt's going to bring it up now for the Shaman. His number 6, I saw a 15. I don't know what's going on. This is Elias Mashera over Black Dynamite. No good.
Dynamite with a huge board there, too.
Yeah, get those 4s up in chat. Gold standard basketball. Ohio down to Oakland, 71-58. Your current score. Gold standard basketball live on Twitch. We'll be right back with your fourth quarter action. Points the lead for Oakland here against the Ohio Shaman, as we are not going to get assist of the game. Man, the production truck for State Farm's really slacking tonight.
I mean, if the interns don't get paid, we don't get the assist. We didn't have one first game either.
That's fair. Apparently, is Joey Phillips can't get that bucket to go over odd enough, who comes down with the board, pushes up in transition. There's a mismatch somewhere, is odd enough working on Tribble. Dynamite with it now. Gonna look to drive through Joey Phillips, and does so. Nice move there by Black Dynamite.
That was just absolutely filthy, using his size advantage.
Yeah, this is Mashera now for the Shaman to Muddy Blunts. Back to Mashera, gets a screen from Appleby Evans, finds the pick and roll man, can't get the bucket to go as Monty Clark picks up his 5th personal.
Definitely having some aggression issues from the power forwards today.
Yeah, definitely so. Monty Clark not fouling out isn't the end of the road here, though, for Oakland, as it looks like Clark playing the 5, his first one knocked down by Evans. So, they have the likes of Gleasack, who can play extended minutes, Storm or Bourne that can play some extended minutes at that 4 spot as well. So, if I'm Oakland, I'm not super worried about Monty Clark fouling out.
No, it might be to their advantage even. Monty is a bit of a defensive specialist.
Yeah, Evans splits the pair there for Ohio. This is Munoz, finds Jason Bourne up through Appleby Evans, bucket and the foul.
Oh, man. I love how much he looks like Matt Damon, too.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne at the charity stripe again for Oakland.
Yup. So good.
As Bourne completes the three-point play. 17 points the gap now for Oakland over Ohio. This is Bluntz to Mashera. Now Joey Phillips has a bit of an open lane, going to look to drive through Munoz, gets that poked away, and Phillips going to get called out of bounds. So Oakland's going to get possession regardless here. Munoz with it now to Monty Clark, back to Munoz. They get a high screen by Jason Bourne. Finds Bourne, does Munoz. Look for a little turnaround jumper there, no good. Dribble down with it for Ohio to Bluntz. Bluntz finds Mashera in the corner. As Mashera going to drive through odd enough, can't get the bucket to fall. Shooting woes continuing here for the Shaman.
A lot more defense than he normally does, and gets a huge lane just to drive that one home.
Yeah, odd enough with a nice move around Elias Mashera there. Scout Mitchell going to finally look to check back in. That ball almost stolen away from Bluntz by Black Dynamite. Tribble able to come up with it, though. Evans now on the wing. Finds Mashera cutting through Munoz. Able to get that one to fall. Lead still 17 in favor of the Otters.
A lot of strange matchups here.
Agreed. Here's Bourne to odd enough, working on Phillips. It's that poked away by Phillips, and they're going to call it last touched by odd enough. So a turnover by Oakland there, as Mashera going to take a seat. Now Mitchell going to come back on, try and breathe some life back into this Ohio team. As Appleby Evans not able to get that one through Jason Bourne. Munoz with it in transition now for the Otters. Going to look to drive through Muddy Bluntz. Going to fire up the weirdest looking underhanded shot I've ever seen. And Javier Munoz able to get that drive to go. Good Lord.
What kind of circus nonsense do they teach you in Spain?
I don't know.
Wow.
As Muddy Bluntz almost returned the favor, but some nice defense by Monty Clark prevents that from happening. That's dynamite from mid-range. Jason Bourne comes up with it, can't get the putback to go. Nice contest there by Appleby Evans. This is Joey Phillips with it now, back to Bluntz. Now Mitchell gets a screen from Evans, going to look to drive through two Oakland defenders, gets dusted into the dirt. Doesn't get the shot to go. Here's odd enough. Finds Munoz. Going to fire up a two from deep and rattles that one in and out. And back in.
This has all just kind of gone Oakland's way. I don't know what happened for Ohio here. They had some good momentum, but it just hasn't come together in the second half.
Yeah, at halftime, it kind of shuttered. Muddy Bluntz can't get the three to go. Monty Clark with the board. Lead up to 21 in favor of the Otters. 6:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Munoz. They have a mismatch somewhere. He's working on Appleby Evans. Does find the mismatch. This is Bourne on Muddy Bluntz. And Jason Bourne just going to bully the poor 6'1 defender.
I mean, Jason's had a really good half here. He's come alive. We haven't heard much from Freeman this time, but Bourne is doing work.
Yeah, Freeman, I believe, is still at 18. This is Phillips with it now for the Shaman. Gets a screen from Tribble. Little fadeaway there from Phillips, no good. Clark down with the board over to Munoz. Now, odd enough, tries to fire it behind the back to Jason Bourne. Evans with some nice awareness pulls it down. As what a move there by Scout Mitchell. He's at 31 tonight, I believe. He's going to force the Otters to call a timeout.
Yeah, still establishing what the new scoring record is going to be for a while.
Yeah, I think that running the offense so heavily through Scout Mitchell, though, might have proven to be the downfall for the Shaman here as Freeman checks back in for Clark, as does Gleasack. So full starting unit out there for the Otters. This is Munoz, fires it to Freeman, working on Mitchell. Here's Anthony Stank with it now on Bailey, back to Munoz, to Bourne on the wing. Guarded by Philbin, gets a screen from Munoz. Munoz with a deep two, gets that to drop. Lead now 23 in favor of Oakland.
That was a filthy pick and pop there. Just absolutely great work.
Yeah, Munoz 2 assists from a double-double. Here's E.J. Bailey, fires it up for 3 in the corner, no good. Munoz comes down with it for Oakland. Here's Stank through Bailey, manages to get in deep, can't get that to go over Johnson. As this is Bailey on Freeman. Fires up a 3, does Bailey, can't get it to fall. Here's Gleasack with the board. Munoz finds Jason Bourne with a mismatch on Bailey. Manages to corral himself mentally. Can't get the bucket to fall, though. Huxley with it now. Fires it up over Stank. No good. Bear Johnson with the offensive board and the putback. Here's Munoz again to Stank. Back to Munoz. Here's Freeman. Back to Stank to Bourne. To Stank again, gonna drive through mid-range from Anthony Stank, no good. Gleasack comes down with it, can't get the offensive putback, pulled down by Bear Johnson. Scout Mitchell finds a wide open Jerry Philbin down low.
I think that might have been dribble.
That
Philbin,
that was Philbin. Yeah, Tribble not out there at the moment. Here's Freeman. Can't get the 3 to go, too strong.
Freeman still feeling the swag from the first half.
Yeah, Mitchell with some nice defense though Freeman with some nice defense on Mitchell. As here's Stank finds his way through Bear Johnson. What a move by Anthony Stank. He's got 12 tonight.
8 assists, huge game. Making up time for the few last time. What is our? Do we know what our assist leader for the season is so far?
It was Scooby Lewis at 7. So that record has now been beaten.
Now too. Yeah.
Yeah. Javier Munoz going to be your player of the game here. Definitely deserved. He's got close to 20 now and 8 or 9 assists. So the guards for Oakland have really stepped up in this one, as well as, what is the man's name? Derek Freeman at the 3.
Yeah, I'm being told that Devin Davis also had 8 assists, so definitely give him a shout out for the moment he had it. He may either be tied or surpassed here immediately.
I don't know how many assists that he had in the game against Oakland, but presuming it is more, as this possession's all over the place. Storm comes up with it. If it was more than 4, then Devin Davis will have the current season record in total assists. He had 3, so that.
3.
All right, so Munoz, your new assist leader this season, as Anthony Stank tries to get that through Mashera, no good. As Mashera going to go end-to-end, can't get it to go. Nice putback dunk there, though, by Jared Johnson, who flies in. 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. 19 points, the gap between Oakland and Ohio. This is Jabroni on Aldo Huxley. Finds Anthony Stank for 3. Bit too strong there. Bear Johnson down with the board. As Huxley with some nice acrobatics there.
Filthy move.
Was
absolutely filthy take by Huxley.
Yeah. Ohio definitely not going down without a fight, although it may be too little too late here. This is Freeman, finds Jabroni in the corner. Get a couple screens, does Stank, gonna fire up a 3-ball. No good. The perimeter offense for Oakland is really kind of shuttered in this fourth quarter. Here's Mashera, now Bear Johnson working on Gleasack. To Mashera for 3, splash, baby!
13-4 run for Ohio. They're showing some serious signs of life here. Just don't have a lot of time to make up the rest.
7 was the previous record, then set by 8. That's Anthony Stank for 3, no good. that 8 may have already been beaten immediately the game after by either Stank or Munoz. As what a swat away by Javad Storm. Mashera able to come up with it, though. Great hustle by Mashera. This is Philbin for 3. Can't get it to go. Bear Johnson, though, with a nice putback. Lead down to 12. 23 seconds left to go here. Here's Stank with it, top of the key.
For those who are worried about the lines, looks like the unders are going to take it.
Here's Jabroni for 3 in the corner, no good. That one tipped away, finds its way out to Huxley. As this is going to be the last shot, I believe. Scratch that as Huxley drives his way through, cuts the lead down to 10. And Oakland not going to take last shot here. So your final here in Oakland, California. The Oakland Otters 88, Ohio Shaman 78. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Rylock and I are going to break down the team comparison and box score for both sides. Gold Standard will be right back live on Twitch. As we get a look at the team comparison here, Rylock, anything in particular really stick out to you here as the big difference maker?
I mean, the shooting percentage definitely helps. Going 50%, always a big thing. They came in very close on 3-point percentage, and not surprisingly to me, there were a lot of things that Ohio did better in this one. It's just really the assists were off the chart for Oakland, and the defensive rebounding was just insane. 40 defensive rebounds is just so many.
Yeah, out-rebounded defensively by 11 did Oakland. We did mention their bench was having issues clicking, as we see as the Ohio bench outscored the Otters by 3.
Mm-hmm. But it just, for whatever reason, without Scout just providing all of the heart for that, they just didn't have their offense together, it felt like, so they're going to have to retool and come back again next time.
Yeah, definitely another trip to the drawing board for the Shaman as we take a look at their numbers. Scout Mitchell, 31 points, your new scoring record, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal for him on 12 of 21 shooting, 5 of 10 from beyond the arc tonight for him. Aldo Huxley, the other member of the Shaman team in double digits, finishing 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Elias Mashera finishes 8 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal on 3 of 11 shooting. Bear Johnson, perfect from the field tonight, also had 10 rebounds and an assist to go with his 8 points tonight. Appleby Evans, 7 points, 7 rebounds, and assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks.
Huge.
For the power
Huge
forward
impact.
off the bench. Mm-hmm. Jerry Philbin, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal on 2 of 7 for him tonight. Joey Phillips, 3 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 turnovers for Joey Phillips tonight. Able to clean up his foul game, though, so that's nice to see. Jordan Tribble finishing 2 points, 7 rebounds on 1 of 4. EJ Bailey, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for him on 1 of 9. And Muddy Blunt's going to round it out for the Shaman with 3 assists to his name. And now for Oakland, your leading scorer tonight, Derek Freeman, didn't score anything in that second half. Got all 18 points in the first. Also picks up 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc for him tonight. 7 of 9 from the field. Javier Munoz, your player of the game, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, ties that new assist record in a game set by Devin Davis in that game previously. Anthony Stank ties it as well, 12 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists, 2 steals for him on 4 of 12 shooting. Dan Gleasack finishes 1 rebound shy of a double-double. For all those sports books looking for Gleasack to pick up that double-double, he does not hit it tonight. but does get 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Also, Munoz was plus 38 tonight, thanks to TD Sav and GFC Connor for pointing that out in the chat. Odd enough, finishing 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, and 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Jason Bourne, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jabroni, 6 points, 2 boards, and assist and a steal for him. Black Dynamite finishing 4 points, 4 rebounds on 2 of 8. Javad Storm, 2 points, 7 rebounds, perfect from the field with his 1 shot, also adds a block. And Monty Clark, no points, 6 rebounds, a block, 1 turnover, 5 fouls, so skirting that edge of fouling out, but manages to keep himself in check in that fourth quarter. So a lot of good signs here for this Oakland team. They are now undefeated at 2-0. Ohio going to drop to 0-2 after this loss. Any last words for the people here tonight, Rylock?
As always, both squads put up a great fight. Much respect for both of them. Ohio will get this right. They're working hard. And this was a significantly closer game. Just need to figure it out. They'll come back strong. Great win, Oakland. Keep on grinding.
Yep, 2 more games coming up on the docket tomorrow night here in Gold Standard. Dallas, the Flying Stallions, going to travel to Kentucky to face the Reserve. That game at 7:30. And the Memphis Blues going to travel to Miami to take on the Vice City Kings. That one, your nightcap tomorrow night. For Rylock as my lovely color man, Nighthawk, running things in production. I'm Aaron Hughes, Gold Standard. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Peace.
Peace.